So this is a recap for live stream 304. As we can see, we started with a new account and we ended up losing 182. But the story of today is I looked at trading gold, came in, did make a couple of mistakes. So we can talk about gold. You can see we're positive on NQ, but we're negative on gold. So let's talk about gold. Over on gold, we were looking at a 5-minute chart. We came in, thought we could see buying around the VWAP here, especially after we had this move to the upside during middle of the Asian session through London. Thought we may see pull back down to that VWAP around these lows. May see some buying coming to the market. Well, didn't quite happen. Was in profit for a period, didn't quite get to the target, which was at 53.5. Came back, took it off for a loss, after which I believe I went short and took it off, went long, took it off. So I was pretty much chasing the market around this period here. Went short down here at the lows around the 42s. Prices came back, stopped me out at the 46.8, went to the 47 before pulling back again. So overall, bought a couple of times through. So bought here as it being overbought for it to head up. There was another one just here to buy, and that wouldn't have hit target. So made an absolute mess of the trading there. So one of the changes I'm going to be making, now we're going to be using the 5-minute chart. What I'll do is I'll go down to a 30-second chart. Go down to the 30-second. Why does that not look like Heikin-Ashi candles? And we're going to change that data series. We are going to 30-second. Heikin-Ashi. We go to the seconds, 30. Don't need to load more than 2 days of data. Apply. There we go. So that's one of the changes I'm going to be making, going on to the 30-second chart, similar to what I've got over on NQ. Over on the NQ chart, the trading was certainly more profitable. So drew these potential support resistance zones and pretty much traded off them. And they did work out a couple of times. So you can see this zone here had buying out of it, buying out of it. I identified this zone because I did lose quite a bit in the last trading session by not marking out a zone. So marked out this zone pretty early on. Regular trade now is resistance box, and took a couple of trades out of there. Had this breakdown towards the low of day. Didn't quite get to low of day. At present, I believe the market's still trading within the 241 point high to low range that was put in during the Asian and the European session. So what we did see was prices came down towards the lows. Wasn't really quite an area there to buy. Eventually had a bit of a V-shaped reversal. Thought we could pull back, didn't pull back. Had an aggressive entry up here. That hit target. Had another entry over here as well, that to hold. Didn't quite hold to the target, but took the revised target due to the fact that it sold off as much as it did. Got to target there, went long, took profits early. Design target was up at 19. Took profits, that trade worked, and from there, wasn't really trading NQ. Instead, I was focusing on gold. And as we can see more recently, had another entry over here. I think I took this one. May have. I drew out the area. May have took this one. Didn't hold all the way. You can see we broke through 35.50s. Seem to be heading to the upside. So good trading on NQ. Bad trading on gold. Came in. Tried something a little bit different. And certainly paid a price. We can see here. So this was, that was our trade there. Oh, I entered too many contracts, so took some off there. This was a loss. Over here went short, prices came back, took it off for a loss, went short again, was stopped out, went long here, thinking we could see the reverse. Prices came down and I took the trade off. I would have been stopped out down at 40.6 anyway. Those were the gold trades. So talks about the changes we've been making on gold. Overall, let's have a look at the trade performance. And over on trade performance, we can see here, lost on both long and short trades, negative profit factor, accuracy is down at 46. Average winning trade to average losing trade, it's fairly close, but not quite 1-to-1 or better. Over on the largest win to largest loss, that's pretty close to 1-to-1. Time in the market, about 10 minutes. And that's largely due to due to trading gold. So that explains why the time in the market is higher than normal. But with me, oh, actually, we should have a look at the cumulative net. So as we can see here, no point where we actually in the green. We're at negative 48. Eventually drew down 80. What was that? 90. Drew down 90. Managed to get back 23. Back down to 86. Just couldn't quite get towards getting back green. Drawdown just continued. Down 86 again. And of course, down 150. Why is this not? I'm sure I'm down 180. Yep, there we go. Let's update the data. And then finally we're down 182. So we'll be making changes. Likely will not be trading tomorrow due to an assignment I have to work on. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.